The starting line is going to be right about here. Hopefully there won't be football practices going on. The direction we're going to head is east. We're going to be just to the right, to the south side of those poles. It's about 150 meters to that first pole. It's about another 30 meters to the first turn, which is going to be a gradual left turn, taking us down the 400-meter straightaway.
Alrighty, so we're pretty much at the first turn here.
Right, we've gone about 180 meters or so to this first turn. I'm going to try to make it as gradual as I can, this left turn. And once the runners make this left turn, they've got 400 meters of straightaway. They've got 2 small swamps they got to maneuver through, but in the beginning you won't even see them coming. So it'll be a lot of fun. There'll be very quickly the athletes are going to get muddy and shoes are going to get wet.
Real cross country.
Yep, for cross country.
Made for mudders.
Mudders, it's a mudder. This just appeared in the last day or two. This is more a function of the irrigation problems that they're having. They've been unable to shut off some of the automatic sprinkler systems. Bob Cook and I have been assured that they'll be turned off at the source on race night, but if they turn on, they turn on. But anyway, this is what I was greeted with today when I got here. And it was already pretty wet before this appeared.
And this is about 350, 400 meters in.
Right. Not as bad. This is a mud pit. We've got a mud pit here just after that large puddle. This mud's not going anywhere. I can guarantee you this mud will be here when we get here Friday night. It's been here. It's actually in as good a condition as I've seen it. But this definitely isn't the largest or stickiest mud pit. That one's coming up soon.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh, yes, it definitely gets worse.
Alrighty, let's see if we can get through this without getting stuck.
You go through it going down and going back 3 times. So that's this particular ditch that we're going to go look at. We have to cover it 6 times. When you get to the 2-mile mark, you kind of go off into darkness. And there's not going to be a lot of cheering, not going to be a lot of fans on that end of the course. And that's good where runners are really going to be tested psychologically. Check this out. This is by far the most formidable obstacle on the course. This grass is probably about a foot to maybe 18 inches tall all the way down to the bottom of that water. And it's just completely saturated. They've been trying little by little, they've been trying to mow it back, but it stays in pretty much a perpetual state of muddiness. And the good news is that if you're running later in the evening, many runners will have trampled it down by then. The bad news is if you're running earlier in the day, you're going to be the one doing the trampling. So you cross this 3 times going in that direction, and then on the other side, it's not quite as bad on the return, but it's still wet and thick, and you cross it 3 times going back towards the start line. On the old course, a lot of people remember the turn that would come right after the 2-mile mark, and then it would ascend up the hill. I've moved it, and most people I think are going to be very happy that I've moved it a little bit farther down where it's drier. I needed to get the distance, but you can see if we tried to run the old course right now, that if you stepped in there, it would go down to the middle of your shins. There's no doubt. I mean, that's almost knee deep when you get to the bottom of the mud, and then you'd have to climb the hill with mud up to your knees. So whenever you're cursing me during the race, remember it could have been much worse.
So fairly long straightaway for this first turn on the course. They'll come up about 600 meters, and this is the first loop, right?
Yeah, this is the right turn. You can see the cars going up and down Mobley. When you get to this point, the first time, you're going to come here and turn right. You'll be just shy of 600 meters. When you get to this turn the second time and turn right, the mile mark will be as soon as you get on the straightaway. That'll be the mile mark. And then finally, the third time you get here, there'll be a gate that'll be closed, and you'll be directed to the left, and you'll go up the hill down on this end, and you'll notice that the area we chose is significantly higher. It's still wet. We've been adding dirt to try to get it to where, you know, even with more rain, we'll be able to pass through here without too much problem. And so on the third and final mile, you'll go up this hill and curve to the left. The 2-mile mark is right on this diagonal that's coming up. Then you'll loop around that far field. A lot of people remember that. You know, the runners kind of disappear, and then the next thing you know, they're coming out over here. And my best memory of this area was seeing Andy Bilodeau come out in 2005. That was the year before the Crisione showdown, but in 2005 he was 15th at the mile mark, went into the darkness over here and came out with a huge lead, never looked back, and got his state championship. So that was a great memory for us. But
tell us how the course is going to be marked, not only in mile marks, but also in
meters, Bob. Yes.
We're going to have 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, and 5K marks,
right,
which will make it really easy if you're trying to do some splits.
Right. Yeah, Bob, I appreciate you reminding us of that. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but a few of the old timers might remember there was a controversy in 2005 about kilometer marks being placed out here, and you know, everybody but not being apprised of the fact that they were here, even though they were in giant white marks. But anyway, I will have the course marked both in miles and meters, and I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, as tough as it looks, I got a feeling that Armando de Valle can probably run 15 flat uphill, so he'll probably scorch it up. You know, even though I'm, you know, trying to sober everybody up with regards to the possibilities of fast times. You know, somebody like Armando de Valle is just likely to come up here and just give it a butt whipping.
Well, this may be the fastest part of the course right here. They've mowed it down really nice for you, haven't they?
Yeah, you really did. The groundskeepers have really been helpful. They're excited about the race, and they're trying to do everything they can to help us beat the elements.
Well, Coach, we had a chance to take a look at this very soggy and slow Ed Radis course. Friday's just a couple of days away. What are your thoughts leading into the race?
It's like Christmas is coming. I can't wait for it to get here. I just, you know, hope everybody comes and has a good time, stays healthy. Just want to remind everybody, you know, the purpose of this meet is to raise money for the FACA Senior All-Star Meet. And so I want to put that idea in people's heads. If you're a senior, you know, times are getting fast, and you want to, you know, participate in something that's a big Florida tradition, is something that's becoming more and more special. You know, something to start thinking about. And you know, just a heads up to my all-star coaches, once the season gets underway, to start contacting those seniors, let them know what we're doing, and just wish everybody good luck, a great season, and should be a lot of fun.
Well, Coach, thanks for all the hard work getting this meet put together. Friday night, under the lights here at Ed Radis.
Doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't get any better than that.